I'm alive. A little irritated.
Why is that?
The investigator working for my public defender, meaning the federal case, I spoke to him on Friday and he knew I was extremely anxious about going and making a court filing, and said to check in with him Monday at 9. So when he didn't answer, I left a message, and then I don't know. I'm worked up over all this shit. Then I waited another 20 minutes, and then I called the office line again. Then they hung up on me, and then I started in because I put off doing a bunch of shit over the weekend because.
Sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
There was the people that were.
Yeah, I put off doing a bunch of stuff over the weekend because I paid $300 for Super Grok 4 Heavy, right? I have 1 month's worth of access to this shit, and the medical paperwork dump is just, profound. And then I realized it's all irrelevant. It's all speculative, right? One person says this, one person says that, and it's just, opinions. There's no facts in there, so whatever those mountains of shit are, I need not to worry about that. And the true story is in the police reports, and the incarceration records, the requests, the communications, the complaints that I filed at my 2 admits up at Western State Psychiatric Hospital in Washington. I was ordered up there twice for restoration. But when this guy wouldn't call me back, I just went fucking nuts. And the current sitting sheriff in Clark County is John Horch, and he was Chief Horch when I spoke to him right after the VA in Portland discharged me on my first involuntary psych ward, or psych hold. He spoke to me on camera, and then took me inside the sheriff's office, and we went downstairs in front of the sheriff's executive doors, or his offices, and we talked at the table there. So I guess the sitting sheriff is pretty well wrapped into this, as well as after he got elected, because he was just Chief Horch when the video entitled "The Chief Speaks." I'm just saying that because man, this whole thing is frustrating. I mean, the degree the degree that the system goes to cover up itself, and just the pattern of this over the last 10 years. Now, my question to you is, to what advantage did I do any of this? That I pre-planned on going out on paid disability from my self-insured provider, and then did I manufacture a bunch of senseless fucking arrests while trying to fake a mental health breakdown during a custody dispute, to where I lose my children over all of this because they say that the doctors that are writing that I'm disabled each month, preventing me from work, is grounds for a state evaluator versus the therapist that I see every single week. They took my kids from me, dude. The fucking Juliet Lako, the family court attorney, was slipping shit to Judge Ruley. All of this is on my YouTube channel, right? And the thing is, so I'm going through all this shit, and it's easy with Grok because I just tell it and it remembers it, and then it helps me piece things together. It's not as easy as you think it is, but I can tell you it's done a lot of research that I wouldn't have been able to do. So that court filing on Friday probably, I don't know, dude, went over as good as a naked nun in a choir, I guess. I'm radioactive, and nobody's talking to me. That private investigator blocked my ability to send him the voicemails, because I sent him the voicemail that I sent to Sheriff Horch, because that's germane in my Washington case, but I can't get a hold of my Washington attorney. Supervised release won't even allow me to check in. It just tells me that I've missed a check-in and that I can't check in, but my next check-in date is this. They won't deal with me. I am literally radioactive. I called Sparks non-emergent the other day, and I said I needed this official channels, and I know you can do this because this isn't my first rodeo. Please transfer me to Clark County, Washington's non-emergent. And they wound up just throwing me to the generic fucking number to dump me, like, you know, so often is done. So I finger fucked the phone until it started ringing, and a jail officer answered. And I was like, hey, didn't know I was gonna get to jail, but do you know me? He was like, oh yeah, I know you. And you know, another bombshell. And once again, dude, once you start, you know, cracking the foundation as bad as I am, everybody's scared to be around you because you're gonna bring it down. And that's just where I'm at.
Okay. So what are you doing to cope with the stresses of all that stuff?
Oh, dude, I had a couple fucking calls to the crisis line last night. The first one was ridiculous, and then I think she called Sparks on me, and then the second lady, why it started out rough, it was therapeutic, it was cathartic, and it disconnected after about 15 minutes, and then she called me back, and then we spoke for about an hour. And you know, it's rare that you can get a therapeutic, you know, session, but with the VA denying me all mental health services and therapy, you know, that's what I've been utilizing for quite some time, to be honest. So I tend to recognize patterns, and I know when I'm going to have a higher probability of getting away of just...
You're cutting out there, I can barely hear you.
I'm just saying I've done it enough that I can read when I'm going to have a higher probability of being able to, you know, relate with somebody versus somebody that's just doing a checklist. A lot of them, you're a side of beef. Have you done this? Have you thought this? What do you think about this? And then, you know, some of them are leading. Like I've told you, I've had about 1,000 calls to them. So, you know, it's interesting to have that much exposure to different medical professionals over that period of time.
Hey, Mark, I'm sorry, but you're cutting in and out. Is your finger over the microphone or something? I can barely hear what you're saying.
Can I tell you something, sir? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I have a brand new MacBook Air. I pay for high-speed internet, and my iPhone is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. What I can tell you is, you know, thank fucking God for technology, and didn't 5G change the fucking world? I mean, we still can't talk to each other.
I can hear you loud and clear now.
All right. Well, a point of frustration is the fact that we're only allowed to communicate over, you know, video. And as far as any assistance you guys offer me, I don't understand what it is. And what I can tell you is I'm losing hundreds of dollars a month in bank fees because they're going to arrest me if I try to correct them, right? I have Apple devices that I've relied on since Verizon first got the iPhone 4, right? I've had Apple ecosystems my entire life, and you know, my entire disabled life for certain, meaning adult disabled life, where I started relying on them, you know, as a crutch. And because these things are not synced correct, it's you know, fucking terrible. And the fact that I'm declared legally incompetent by the state of Nevada, why the VA is forcing me without any assistance to represent myself in the second district court of appeals, I have no clue. I have no idea how any of this is excusable.
Okay. So I don't know where Byron is, but I think that we are here to assist with the housing portion and determine how we can help with everything that's, you know, going on with housing.
Yeah, I'm being evicted from my apartment at Northern Nevada Community Housing. They're trying to label me a nuisance, which will prevent me from ever getting housed again. And I'm threatening people on and off with violence because of the stress and duress that I've been placed under this baseless eviction since March. My agoraphobia is getting more difficult, and I've petitioned the appellate court for a guardian ad litem twice. And as I said this last time when I went in there on Friday to make sure all of this motherfucking shit was filed, because they keep on, this major corporation, this nonprofit is paying a high-powered attorney or a law firm to just try to silence the voice of a veteran and then make sure that he can't get a guardian ad litem, which is provided for under some NRS statute that I quoted to the Sparks Municipal Court that fucking denied me a guardian ad litem, weaponized my disability so I couldn't appeal. And yeah, so then I filed all that as evidentiary filings to the impassioned letter that I addressed to the judge personally. So as I said, dude, I'm as popular as a naked nun in an all-boys fucking choir.
So can you? I think Byron's on the call here. So, can you hear me, Byron?
Yeah, I'm seeing
Okay.
you guys. I guess you guys can't see me.
No, I can't see you. It's all dark on my side.
That's weird.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, there's nothing that we can do. I'm really upset. I called my Washington attorney, and nobody will talk to me. I called. Well, I sent a short, cordial email to my federal public defender, like, hey, just Christian missed the 9 a.m. check-in, and I sort of, my head's rushing, I want to keep you in the loop. Can you call me? Or can we talk, is what I said. And I've heard no response from him. I called my father from a VPN number because he had my number blocked. And I said, hey, you know, no harm, no foul, but I need to get some documentation that you have, you know, from the cannabis business that I had going back in 2014. You know, could you consider just, you know, sharing that? And then I called Jennifer's family law attorney, who took over sometime in 2000 or 20 something, like 2021 or some bullshit like that. So I know who the attorney is because he's a public defender in you know, Vancouver, and he's some Christian guy that's always sending in his Seventh-day Adventist stuff, I believe. But anyway, and I told his secretary, I said, listen, there's just 2 files in there. My youngest kid turned fucking 18 on the 20th of July. She's had, 10 years of alimony and child support, and, without me having any contact, not so much as a, godforsaken thank you. I just need these 2 documents that don't even pertain to her, but pertain to me, that are embedded in her or our family court records.
Can you guys see me now?
No, sir. It says the camera with a slash, so okay, now you just took over the screen and I can't see you.
Odd.
Anyway, I hit a bunch of people. I hit Jennifer's family law attorney. I hit my father. I hit the sheriff. And then I hit my Washington public defender. And this was after I spoke to a jail deputy up in Clark County, I think on Friday or Saturday. I was trying my best to shut it off over the weekend because I had that big file dump on Friday, and I just wanted to let my mind rest because shit, dude, an unchecked weekend at this point can result in 52 fucking emails to everybody, and I'll just overwhelm people.
Well, Mark, one of the things that we wanted to just review is your participation in the case management aspect of this.
I'm at my house, willing to meet you guys anywhere. I think these video visits are absolutely ridiculous. I think you guys manufactured a narrative and then you hide behind screens like I'm the boogeyman. I have no history of violence on my record, but you guys continue on to incite me and then go, see, I told you he's a monster.
Well, your case management participation is voluntary on your...
Oh yeah, no, we're going to stay engaged. We're staying engaged, Byron. I'm in the middle of an eviction process, and I want to know, what is your mission statement as a HUD VASH case manager?
Well, our focus is to keep you stable in a residence.
What have you guys done for that, Byron?
So our goal is to assist you...
I didn't ask your goal. What I would say is what you guys did was collude with the Sparks police, who then alerted falsely my apartment management, who rules their apartment complexes with an iron fist, with dystopic surveillance, and then took me to a corrupt court where I was summarily evicted without evidence or a baseless eviction, essentially, Byron. It was a long, drawn-out...
The participation in our case management is what's causing you harm. So if that's
No, Byron. My participation in this case management continues to document the harm that the VA causes me, and I want to stay engaged, especially during my eviction process, because it's your job to make sure that I'm housed and stay successful in my housing.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you realize that it's a voluntary participation.
Oh, yeah, no, I volunteer every fucking time, Byron, and the next time I'd appreciate it if you're on time and could make your camera work.
Well, I was on time. I don't know why my camera's not working.
I don't know why this other gentleman, who I don't even know his name, it says Byron Parks underneath him, and he had no idea where you were either. So even though your camera doesn't work, maybe you were down the rabbit hole with Alice there, Byron, but I don't know. But what's your name, sir, the other gentleman with the beard? I can't hear you, sir.
My name is Dan.
Dan, are you going to be present in all these?
Yes.
Okay, well, I would prefer to deal with you, Dan, not Byron. Byron and I had a history, and I asked for Byron not to be assigned to me. I do much better with females, to be quite honest, but you have a calming energy. I did fantastic with Trudy Grogan, and the thing is, dude, I'm just a mirror, right? So you know, if you show me respect, I amplify that and show it right back. But unfortunately, willful or deliberate incompetence that harms me, I react to defensively. And unfortunately, right now in my current condition, it seems that my best defense is an aggressive verbal offense. And some people like Byron just aren't built to withstand that.
So, Mark, we do have a couple of options for where you could move to if you would like.
Byron, I'm not fucking moving anywhere. This is my stand. This is the hill I fucking die on. Have you not been paying attention, Byron?
I have to offer alternatives every week.
I appreciate that, Byron. It sounds like you're being very productive.
So, I will be away from the office next Monday, so we can either reschedule for the following week.
I prefer to deal with that other gentleman, and you need to talk to Tanya Jolly to see if you can be taken off and the other gentleman assigned to my case. If he needs a chaperone, then maybe they can get him an even burlier woman, but I think that gentleman can handle my candor.
So, Byron is the primary.
Hey, listen, mommy. I just want to come live with you. I don't care who's the primary. Get me a guardian ad litem so I can talk to Tanya Jolly and have my accommodations honored versus having her absolutely spit in my face and then wipe the spit off with her ass crack. I'm a little fucking pissed.
So can you help me understand how we got to the fist part? Because like a few minutes ago we were talking and everything was
You keep on insisting fucking Byron on me, and Byron keeps on trying to tell me to quit. That's like a suicide counselor, or a therapist saying, hey, is your gun loaded? You need some more bullets? Jesus Christ, get that man off the case before somebody gets hurt. It at least hurts my fucking mind every time I talk to him. I actively get dumber every time there's some form of fucking communication between Byron and myself.
Well, as I said, your participation in these meetings...
No, Byron. I participate every fucking time. I'm asking you to be reassigned so I don't have to continually hurt your feelings because your fucking ignorance pains me. Well, you're hurting fucking mine, and can't you tell this pains me? Do you think I was acting like this before you got on, Byron? Do you think this is healthy and productive? Now, Byron, please disconnect so I can finish this conversation in a healthy, productive manner with a different social worker than you. Because clearly this is not a fit, Byron.
No, sir.
Byron, I'm going to need you to resign from my case. This is not a fit for me, and I'm going to need you to honor my request.
You'll have to put that in writing and send it over.
You'll have to suck my dick, Byron, and then a little tongue on the balls.
Well, one thing we won't put up with, Mark, is you're being...
Who's we? Who you speaking for multiple people? You got multiple personalities. Do I have to honor your multiple personalities while you can disregard mine, Byron? And by the way, I like the left nut more than the right nut. A gentle sucking pop.
VA providers do not have to put up with your abuse, Mark.
Hey, I feel abused when you talk to me and I told you to disengage and you would not, and now you want to fault me? Sir, I asked you to disengage and you antagonize me. You tell me to quit. You tell me it's voluntary. I don't quit. And you know what? You're a voluntary pussy, you fucking punk ass bitch.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so I understand you're getting angry.
Yes, sir.
But again, we do require that our...
I don't care what you require. I require accommodations for my disabilities. Someday you will honor that or you will be held accountable.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, just need to explain to you that you have to maintain...
I'm telling you that it is a mental health safety risk to have Byron to continue to engage me.
Well, you did tell me that you're a mirror, okay? I'm treating you with respect.
Yeah, I've never doubted that.
Likewise, I would like to try and have some respect as well.
Okay, well, what I can tell you is that Byron is a mental health attack on me, and his insistence that he will try to dominate me and then tell me what he requires and then circle back around and continue to abuse me psychologically because he believes that he has power over me is causing me mental anguish that lasts well beyond this. And I can tell you that I'm going to be threatening to kill a lot of people as soon as I disconnect with you guys.
Okay, so, Byron, what were the other apartment complexes that you were talking about? Just so we understand, so it's on the call. What other apartments were you talking about, just in case he does end up having to be evicted or moved from his property?
Yeah, so there's one that's called South Peak by Vintage. It's at 1205 South Parkway. You don't have to...
Hey, Byron. Byron, you probably wouldn't be aware of this, but I've told you several times on recorded lines, and meaning I recorded our interactions, that I'm contending with agoraphobia ever since this eviction process has begun. I told you that I'm incapable of going and viewing other places. I told you that my disabilities that I get paid for by the United States government are inflamed. And I guarantee you that the disabilities that are recognized on my SSDI paperwork do not reflect what your current VA records are. So you can believe that your current VA records are correct, or you can believe the investigation that led to my approval of SSDI might be correct. And I need you to understand that I've told you my legitimate diagnosis is this entire time, and the way that the VA has handled me, in particular with their behavioral flags and the denial of services, and then going around town telling everybody I'm dangerous and to trespass me, and HIPAA violations to the police that spread to my apartment complex. You guys invented a monster that you wanted me to become, and I'm, quickly becoming that at this point, Byron. And you're continuing harassment of me. Just your mere presence is harassing, Byron, as an indication of your personal vindictiveness.
The other place is Steamboat by Vintage, and it's out by the mall on the far end.
Hey Byron, this really isn't my thing, but now I need you to tongue my ass. Hey Byron, I need you to get the fuck off this connection, dude. I don't want to be inappropriate, and you bring out nothing but the worst in me.
That's a choice, Mark.
That you won't disconnect? Yes, you're a harsh, cruel individual. And Byron, I apologize for this, but I hope you at least suffer a good period of time in damnation. And I also extend that curse to your eldest offspring.
You're making a lot of choices there, Mark.
Thank you. I just made a decision.
That's good.
Thank you.
$1,400 will get you a 2-bedroom place at either of those places.
Byron, for my own protection, I need to disconnect. I would like to be scheduled with the gentleman with the beard for next Monday because you're unavailable and I'm in crisis. And because you can't do your job, you have no right to deny me service. And Byron, for my own protection, I have to disconnect.